Good afternoon. This is Dr. Cheek. We've completed the research papers. The question should be now, how did we do on our papers? Why do we have to do the papers? And where do we go from here? If you go on Moodle and you look at your grade over the right-hand column, I made some pretty in-depth remarks for each paper. So you should be able to see that. So how were our research papers? Many students spend a lot of time talking about how companies use affiliate marketing fees to promote their businesses. That wasn't the focus. The focus of the whole paper was on earning affiliate fees. The other thing was, I told you in my previous video how important the conclusion was. And many of you wrote great papers, but then it just fell off with the conclusion. You didn't spend the time. I wanted to know really what was the impact on you of doing the research. A lot of people said, well, it'd be great. It's easy to start up. No, they're not easy to start up. It takes a lot of time. All of us with management degrees, we're sort of like a gumbo. We have a little accounting, a little finance, a little marketing. We put all that gumbo together and we make, this is a place we can use all those talents to build something on this blog. So we got to work smart because we don't have any money at all. We got to work smart and we have to work hard, especially early on. Remember what we're going to do. We're assuming this is going to be a side gig. We're also assuming there shouldn't be a reason you can't start this side gig right now when you finish the course. And what you do with it, that's up to you. But all I'm saying is, if you don't do it. The other thing, passive income. Pat Flynn is the guy that's real famous about passive income. And many of you talked about passive income. Passive income is you put the thing up there, you leave it alone, and it generates money. I've seen these over the years. I've had many students try to set them up. The best they've ever done is $100, a couple $100 a month. And they'll put 10 or 15 out there and combined, they get 100, 150 a month. A lot of work, I just said, and seeing a return. I'm not saying it can't work. Big dollars or little dollars, what are you chasing? I've seen many people try to get the big commissions. When you do, anytime you're pushing software, there's no cost for the product. So it's easy for them to pay you a big commission. I think early on, and I'm going to show you how to work, we're going to assume you're chasing smaller items and won't have these huge commissions. But no expertise needed. The only expertise needed is to spend the time digging around, finding things and putting the information up. We give you a step-by-step model for each blog, where to put it, what to include, everything you need to do. And that focus on what you know. And as you dig around and do more research, as you start growing, and as you get driven by customer demand, you find what they need. You listen to their comments. Getting started. Well, one of the things that a couple of students said that they strongly recommended that you find a mentor. You're paying the big bucks for this class. I'm your mentor. And what I will tell you when the course is over, once you take my course, I'm here forever. You reach out to me, cheek@louisiana.edu. You reach out to me on Twitter or reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm here, reach out to me, and I'll be here to help you. So there was a lot of questions, and that's why. So why did we do this research paper? You know, that first of all, I wanted to get you excited. And a lot of people were excited. So, wow, Dr. Cheek, I didn't know this was even out there. I wanted to create the excitement. I wanted to hook you. I want you to say, wow, this is realistically a way I can make money, because it is. And especially if I asked them, if you were in class right now, I surveyed the class, say, how many of you at night are sitting there cruising net, looking around, looking at stuff? That's all you're going to do here. In that area of the things you look at night, that's your passion. Now let's find some things to post about it and then make some money on it. The other thing is fear. Okay, now I know this is great. What do I do now? How do I take that first step? Same old story of entrepreneurs. That first step is the most difficult. once you step in and once you start getting it done, good things will happen. Surprisingly, that there were several students that have already got affiliate sites set up that are generating revenues. And so it's my role as a mentor in the class and after the class, help resolve that fear, take that fear away, to tell you there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's all trial and error. You try it, that doesn't work, let's try this, let's try the other. But you're building a reputation up. So what you've got to do, don't put anything on the site that you don't believe. And what I'll do, later on we'll talk about it, but what I'll do is I'll show you this where you go in, and let's suppose we're doing activewear. And let's suppose we've said, I can't find any activewear pants with a place for my cell phone. So we're going to review it. So I said, and that's my introduction. I keep having problems finding a place to put my cell phone. And perfect, you'd have a little video of somebody trying to put a cell phone and they can't find it. Maybe you can do a video of yourself trying to, and there's no place to put your phone. So you say, I've reviewed, and you go out and you out and find 3 pair of pants from 3 different manufacturers that have cell phone. And you say, I've looked out there. These are the 3 of the best I've found. You show the first product, you go on their site, and the site gives you, oh, these are, and you fill it out. You put a picture of it right there, and if they have a video, link it to a video. Do the second for the second product and third product, and now you go back in with a couple lines and said, once again, these are the best that I found. You close it out with a call to action saying, my next post, I'm going to cover shawls or socks or whatever. So they'll come back to you the next time. And you repeat that over and over and over. So we'll have a model in place that you'll be able to do that. So where do we get started? Well, let's start by reviewing what we've already done and let you understand there was a purpose behind everything I had you do. Do you remember these assignments, the backstory, passion, niche, audience, and now we're about to do the pro forma? The backstory, I want you to see who you really were. I want you to dig deep. Some people spend a lot of time doing it. Some are just fluff. But if you spent the time and looked yourself, as I've told you before, most people feel by the time you're 18, 19, 20, you are the person you are. And I tell the story about Jeff Bezos. When he was in high school, a girl went to high school, said his passion, he always wanted to be an astronaut. What did he do when he got all the money in the world? He became an astronaut. So by this age of where you are right now, you probably know your passion. You're probably not doing it for a living, but you know your passion. The backstory kind of said who you are, the passion. I want to know what you're really passionate about. Something you get excited about doing. It would put a smile on your face if I said, wow, this is what I could do for a living. Then the niche. So there's something I really like. What's the little narrow niche? We're back to activewear. Okay, activewear. But wait, is it for women? If it's for men, it's for women. Is it for age 18 to 22? Is it 35 to 45? Narrow it down. Is it someone in college, someone right out of college, someone getting married, someone's been married with kids? Narrow that market down as much as you can. So if you narrow it to age, gender, everything, narrow it down. Once again, it's really what you love. For example, I had one student that had 28,000 followers on Instagram with pickup trucks. And he was a 2-wheel drive lifted truck, and he liked it, everything about it, but it wasn't 4-wheel drive, it was 2-wheel drive. And he had 28,000 followers, and every time we posted something, manufacturers would send him free goods for him to review. And so I don't know what he ever did with it. So narrow that niche as much as you can. Now the audience, and everybody wants to tell you how to go out and buy an audience or this. You don't want to do any of that. What you want to do is start with a small audience. You narrow it down and you only want those people that truly enjoy what you want to do. You grow it from there. You give them something of value. You talk to them on a one-on-one basis. You give them something of value. They tell their friends come to them. Then they tell you what else they're looking for, and they help drive you into what you're doing. So this brings what's our next step? We got to do the pro forma, right? And we're finding all this information. What's the purpose of the pro forma? We talked about a pro forma before. Let's see if it makes financial sense. We started the course off with me talking about my cheek model for digital entrepreneurship. What's your passion? What's your niche, your audience, products and services? Let's build your business plan. So that's sort of where we are right now. We've been through the passion, we've been through the niche, we've been through the audience. We hadn't talked about products or services yet. We're going to talk about that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what does it make sense? We'll have to, with the back of the envelope, run the numbers. And when we run the numbers, we'll see if it makes sense. So here are the things you need to do now. We need to find what's your passion, what's your niche, what's your audience, and what products or services you'll be using. Here's what I'd like you to do. Just on a Word document or any document, I want you to put your name, tell me what's your passion. Tell me something you're really excited about that puts a big smile. When you think about it, you'd gladly spend 12 hours a week doing it. What's your niche? Not just clothes, specifically what type, sports, active, upscale, what? Who's your audience? Age, gender, where are they in life right now? Now, product or services. In activewear, I said clothes and accessories, and that's just two broad things. What are you going to be reviewing, and what else is there out there? Now, remember that for example, if I talk about a book, I say, I really like this book, and this is why I like the book, and I send them over to Amazon. As long as they're on your link from Amazon, you get paid on commission on anything they buy. So product or services, got to pick two. And when you think about it, say, what would the average price be? For example, a pants, $35, $50, I'm not sure. But say, what would an average price be? Let's suppose a lot of them are $75, some are $50, and some of them are $35. Maybe average price might be $50. Come up with an average price, pick up the two products, and when we get all this information together, now we're ready to start building your pro forma. So what I'd like you to do is put these in a Word document and put a link under the assignment, and we'll go from there. I'll put a link, actually what I'll do is I'll put a link right underneath this video podcast and go in and just drop, this is not a grade. All I want to do is help narrow down what you're going to be doing. In the next few days, I'll put the first videos up in the next few days, I'll put the videos up on pro forma and what we're going to do for the 100% online. Good luck. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. It's Dr. Cheek, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.